Hi, and welcome to the Appleboys podcast. If you've joined us before, then you already kind of know what we're about. So, Josh, beer?
Yeah, I'll have a beer.
Jimmy, beer?
I'll definitely have a beer.
Robert, beer?
Yeah, I'll have a beer.
All right, cool. So we're all having a beer. Beginning of sports season comes with drinking, obviously.
Corey, can I interrupt you for just a second?
By all means.
I need to give a special shout out to our newest and second Patreon subscriber. So as many of you guys have been listening to us for a while, you'll know that Jimmy was our first Patreon subscriber, and I'm very pleased to announce that our second Patreon subscriber is none other than Jimmy's mom.
Woo!
Shout out Jimmy's mom.
What's
Shout
up,
out
Jimmy's mom?
My mom.
Jimmy's mom.
Has got it. Sorry.
Hi,
No,
Mom.
it's-
I'm on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon, Jimmy's mom. We appreciate your support. If any of you out there would like to access our bonus episodes and bonus content, both the stuff that we've already released and the stuff that we'll be releasing going forward, feel free to visit us at patreon.com/appleboys. And for less than the cost of one beer at your local Applebee's plus tip, you could access all this amazing bonus content and support the continuation of this project for us. So we appreciate you. Check it out.
You'll probably want to subscribe because last week's Power Hour was something to behold.
Please don't listen.
I think Josh is still recovering from that one.
I'm good.
Rob went to a dark place.
Yeah.
So you guys know I've been dealing with some pretty major back pain this week since last week's podcast.
I've noticed that.
I don't think the two are related, so I don't think the podcast caused the back pain, but I can't entirely rule it out either because the next morning I woke up and had some pretty serious back pain, and it progressed, and my wife suggested that I call the doctor, and I am pretty anti-doctor in most cases, not a big fan. And I was just going to tough it out, but then it kept getting worse. And so I decided to try a more natural medicine to take care of the back pain.
And what's that?
You guys have been selling this Delta 8 so hard, and I've heard that it has healing properties.
Did it heal you?
I decided to give that a try.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm so excited.
So here's how it went. I'm driving home from work, and it's too late for me to go to a real doctor, and I really don't want to make a teledoc appointment. But I passed one of those big signs, one of the big buildings over by the interstate with the hemp leaves that says CBD sold here and has like 16 signs going down the road. And
Yeah, I know which sign you're talking about, actually.
Yeah. So I drive past it because I chickened out, and I was like, I can't do it. And I get 20 feet down the road, and I steel myself with resolve, and I turn around and go back. And I'm very, very concerned because I feel like I'm making some sort of illegal drug deal. So I take extra efforts to make sure that as I pull into this place that's right off the interstate, nobody's going to know who I am. So I back into a parking spot so that nobody can see my license plate.
Oh, my God.
And I put a hat on and a mask on like I'm going to rob a bank.
Like a ski mask or like a COVID mask?
A COVID mask.
Okay,
I didn't have any ski masks handy.
I see.
So I get out of the car and I look around as if I'm going to meet a prostitute or something. And I sneak in quickly to the store. And I quickly realize that I'm out of my element because there's a very friendly man there with his pit bull on a leash looking like it could kill me at any moment. But the dog was very friendly. And he greeted me with a very obviously rehearsed but also very well executed sales pitch. And he was like, "Hey, man, what can I help you with?" And he was so happy. He was like the happiest, friendliest guy I've met in a long time.
May have ingested some Delta 8 on lunch break.
He might have. So I'm super nervous. I feel like I'm completing this drug deal. And I tell the guy, "You're going to have to help me out. I've never done this before." And he looked at me and he said, "Done what?" And I said, "You know."
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, man. So he asked me what brought me in. And I said, "I've been dealing with some back pain, and I'm looking for ways to deal with that." So he starts going through the whole sales pitch, and he shows me these like skin rubs, and then he shows me these like Delta 8 gummies. And he said, Now, we can take care of your back pain in a lot of different ways, but I have to start with a question. Are you expecting to have any drug tests coming up anytime soon? And I said, I don't think so. And he said, okay, well, I'm just asking because I need to know with the THC levels what to recommend. And I'm immediately feeling like super self-conscious, but at this point I'm committed. I'm in the store. I'm going to buy some stuff. And I said, what do you recommend? And he said, I recommend you hit it from 2 angles. You need to get...
And I hit it from the front. Oh, man, I love that song.
So I recommend you get this muscle relief cream to put on your back, like targeted. And then I recommend that you get these peach rings because they're really gonna take care of it.
I've experienced the peach rings, but I'll let you keep going.
So he sold them to me. He signed me up for their rewards account. So now I have like frequent shopper rewards for the pot shop.
They always do that.
Oh my God.
I get texts like twice a week from these places.
Awesome. And I left with a bottle of peach rings and this cream that I have to put on my back. And I was thinking about it as I was going home, and like where my back hurts is really hard to reach. So I got to figure out how to get my wife to put this dope cream on me. So I get home and I've got to devise a super secret hiding spot for the peach rings for more of the reasons than one. Number one, they look delicious, and I have a daughter at home.
You do,
so
yeah.
like can't have her getting into those. And number two, my wife probably would not approve of this medication. But I still got to figure out how to get her to put the stuff on my back. So
Did you listen to the podcast?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not.
Do you have the salve with you?
No, I left it at home.
I'd put it on you, Josh.
I would put it on you, Josh.
Yeah, just let us know. We'll come over.
I'll keep that in mind.
We got you, bro.
Are you guys going to cycle nights? Like every third night, each one of you comes
Oh,
over?
I see.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. We can take shifts.
No,
Yeah.
I told her what I had, told her where I got it, left out the gummies.
Sure.
But she's put it on, and it does help take the mind off of the pain in the back. I don't know how much it's done to really heal it, but
It certainly numbs it, though.
yeah.
Wait.
that's good.
So you didn't do the gummies, you just did the back rub, right?
No, I did the gummies, but I don't need my wife to help with the gummies.
Sure. So have you tried the back rub?
Yes.
Did it do anything by itself?
I didn't try it by itself.
It buddy, it was the ring.
I think it was just the ring, man. That rub is bullshit.
The rub
I'll
is
tell you.
a little bit bullshit, but
Most like topical hemp things are pretty much bullshit.
how was the ring?
It was fine. It's 20 mgs,
Ooh.
and that seemed like not a lot.
You can take
Seemed like it.
you can take 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can probably take 2 peach rings and it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine too.
I've only done one at a time, but it did help me make the back feel good.
The last big edible I did was 100 milligrams, and that felt like absolute death. Do not do that.
Yeah, it's a bad time. I was there.
Good to know.
If you're wondering how much is too much, it's 100 milligrams. That's too much.
Got it. We were at Applebee's the other night, and we were
I was
having a
invited.
drink. Of course you weren't invited. You're barely invited to the podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Get fucked, idiot.
So I don't remember how did Buffalo Wild Wings come up?
I was mostly just that there was a commercial on the television.
I see.
They have a new wing flavor.
Oh yeah, what is that flavor?
I don't even remember. Some Doritos.
Doritos spicy chili.
Yeah,
Something like that.
That's cool. Do you,
It sounds
how much
incredible.
do you think they paid Doritos for the licensing for that?
I think Doritos probably paid them.
Good chance.
Yeah, it's a chicken and egg thing.
But I mentioned that I would go there and try that if I thought for a second that somebody would actually speak to me and take my order.
Yeah, the service at Buffalo Wild Wings is usually pretty rough.
Nationwide.
Yeah, get your shit together.
Do you think that's like part of the manager training program?
I think it almost has to be. Like, there's no explanation for... I mean, I've been to no less than half a dozen at a minimum, and all of them are just bad.
The only one I've
Yeah.
been to that's pretty good is in Portland. Really good
course.
service there, but everywhere else, pretty trash.
It's because they like pay people money in Portland.
What's your favorite
That's true.
Buffalo Wild Wings wing flavor?
The Thai curry, if they still have that, if that's a thing. That one's real good.
I do have to say the Thai curry is pretty good.
Mango habanero is real good.
Mango habanero is probably my favorite.
I'm a honey barbecue kind of boy.
You are a honey barbecue.
Those are
kind of
really
boy.
good too.
Nothing beats sweet Asian chili from Applebee's.
Yeah,
Sweet Asian
no doubt.
chili from Applebee's was such a good addition to their menu.
It really was.
The honey pepper is also really good.
It wasn't worth the subtraction of the maple butter blondie, but
true.
it was good.
Rest in peace, maple butter.
I've
blondie.
never actually had that, and it's so sad.
Maple butter blondie is definitely going to come back.
It's the goat.
I mean, it
desserts.
has to. It's
Well,
got
it's
to
gonna
be
be
like
part
an
of our
anniversary or
contract.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, when they officially sponsor us,
Yeah.
they have to.
You think
bring
it'll
it
be called
back.
the Appleboys maple butter blondie?
No,
I really hope
That
so.
would be great, actually.
I think it should be the maple butter blondie brought back to you by Appleboys.
That's
true.
a mouthful. That's a mouthful.
You think we could just make an apple butter blondie just to?
Apple butter blondie.
No,
Or
that's
apple-
bullshit.
I'm
Apple
sorry.
butter blondie.
That's
is the
kind of what
bad
they
one.
have at the
I had-
moment. It's a
I had
terrible
apples on
apple
the
blondie.
mind. Oh yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
You know what else is good at Buffalo Wild Wings? Those little mini corn dogs. They're so delicious.
I don't know if I've ever gotten those. Are they actually
they're
good?
never
really
had
good.
those.
They are really good.
They've got a very sweet cornbread crust. It's very tasty.
Hey, who has the best mac and cheese?
Kraft.
Thank you. I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm a Velveeta shells and cheese kind of guy myself.
No way.
I do
No.
like Velveeta.
Yeah,
No,
that's
not
the way.
OG Kraft.
So Josh,
Yeah,
how
OG
old were you
Kraft.
when you first had mac and cheese?
I don't know, like 31.
That's pretty normal, I'd say.
You know,
right?
that's
How?
a normal age.
How?
I'm severely lactose intolerant.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
There's no cheese in in Kraft mac and cheese.
What do you call that powder?
That
It
powder
very
is
clearly says that it's made with real cheddar on the box.
okay. Yeah.
Is cheddar even cheese? Oh my God, Josh. So many fouls.
You look so sad.
Oh no.
What was that?
It was
My
the,
beer stuck to my coaster
It was
and my
the official
coaster fell on the floor.
Applebee's or Appleboys podcast coaster is what it was.
Hey,
Yeah, DM us on Twitter if you want one of those.
and we'll send you the link so you can pay for them.
Yeah, we're not. No, we'll sell them to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Unless you actually know us from our local Applebee's, then we got a coaster for you.
Oh yeah.
But when we were at Applebee's the other day, I posted the picture on Twitter. I was able to infiltrate the local bar and get about 12 to 16 of my coasters in there, and the local bartender is using them. And it's been a very successful strategy so far. I'm looking forward to infiltrating more local establishments with our coasters as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
You know who wouldn't let us put our coasters in their restaurant?
I can think of a lot of
Who?
places, but what do you think?
Chili's?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh,
that's
definitely.
true.
Buffalo
Oh, definitely.
We did just
Buffalo
shit all
Wild
over
Wings.
them.
Yeah,
Oh man.
those guys. And they've got Pepsi instead of Coke.
we
Like,
wouldn't be able to talk
Ugh.
to anyone to ask if we could put them in there to
that's
begin
true.
with.
We could just put them there and no one would
It's
ever know.
true. They'd just be like, "What the fuck are these?"
You think
I
your
don't know.
brother's restaurant would let us do that?
100%. They already said they would.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite the snap.
There was like 5 stages to that can opening.
Yeah.
No, there were 6 stages. You forgot you rubbed the rim first.
Oh yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Why do you rub the rim?
Gotta circle the tip?
It's like the one thing that I do every time.
I know.
But
yeah.
I just want
why?
to know why. Yeah.
So when I was younger,
Why?
my mom told me that there are definitely, like, in factories where soda was made, there were rats peeing on the lids of the soda, and it freaked me out. So I just rubbed I figured to get rid of the
just-
surface rat pee, you just
take
rub
your
it.
finger and get rid of the pee.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
How does that work out for you?
I mean, it gets rid of it.
Can we talk for a minute that not only did Jimmy's mom subscribe to us on Patreon, she also followed us on Twitter, and she has 1,729 followers more than we do.
Jesus Christ, Jimmy's mom.
She is all over the Twitterverse. I'm pretty sure she's at that many followers. She's probably pretty close to that blue check mark.
Is that a thing? That close?
It's not based on the number of followers, but you certainly have to have either like a major influential IP
Mm-hmm.
or like a lot of followers.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny, the follower thing, because this guy named Peter Schiff, who's like a guy who shills gold all the time and shits on Bitcoin, he has like a lot of Twitter followers, and he whined for months and months and months because he couldn't get the blue check mark for verification.
Those sons of bitches. Did you guys ever get towers of beer at Buffalo Wild Wings?
I don't think so.
So that's like the whole reason that I started going to Buffalo Wild Wings was they were the only place. It was new to me. It was a foreign concept. I had pictures before, that sort of thing, but a tower of beer, a table tap, if you will. But it's 100 ounces of a beer that they bring to the table. It's supposed to be for the whole table. But me and my friends, we used to do tower races.
Oh, no.
So we would have 3 people sit at a table, and we would have, it's however many people are participating. And basically somebody says go, and then you just start pouring beers, hammering them down, and seeing who goes the fastest. The whole...
Josh, what is wrong with you? We're recording a podcast.
I'll tell you what's
wrong. What happened?
What's wrong?
Do you have a gummy?
Yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And you guys thought I was going to be the one that fucked this up. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you guys what's wrong. Depends on the kind of brownie. I had a little bit of weed.
Oh, God.
The pot gummies.
Oh, my God. What happened? How many did you have?
I feel high just looking at you.
Just one or two?
That's a big difference, buddy.
Yeah, that's the difference between like having a normal time and a special time.
I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Apparently it just like fucking kicks in all at once, though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It comes like a wave.
Yeah.
Is the pain gone?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, the back feels great.
Good.
Sorry I interrupted you, Corey.
It's okay.
Something just tickled me.
It just happened.
I'm glad you guys are here to experience that with me.
Man, I just love with edibles where you just go from 0 to fucked like immediately.
It's so good.
You wait 45 minutes and then suddenly, wow.
And then about 20, 25 minutes later, you're like, this edible ain't shit. And then you get a second wave. It's worse than the first one.
It's way worse than the
Yeah.
first. Sorry, Josh.
So, you got that look to forward. That forward to look toward.
You got that forward to look toward.
You got that forward to look toward there, buddy. Coming out of turn 4, they really had us on.
Oh, my God.
Do you guys know what I did before I met you? Like
What?
for a living?
What'd you do?
I had a pretty cool job. I designed these like custom home theater systems and did all kinds of audio video stuff and things like that. And part of my job was I worked for a large electronics company and I did in-home consultations for them. So they would have a customer come into the store, they need something, they can't figure out what it is in the store. They set up a consultation, I go out there. Doing in-home work for 5, 6, 7 years, you come up some things happen. You have stories, different things that happened. And one story in particular, I had an in-home consultation for this guy in a town called Friendsville. It's a pretty small town, and they have a reputation for being friendly.
Do they?
No, they don't.
There's no way.
They do.
All right.
You don't get a name like that without being friendly.
That's true.
So I pulled up to this guy's house, and I go up a gravel driveway, and it's like it's not a double wide trailer, but it kind of looks like a double wide trailer. And it's on, like, the porch and everything is raised way above the ground level. So to get to the guy's front door, you have to, like, walk up the stairs. Almost like if you've ever been to a lake house where, the pitch is really weird on the backyard and you have, like, the really steep steps to go up is kind of like that.
Oh, I gotcha.
So I go and I ring the guy's doorbell. He knew I was coming. I pre-called him. And a couple minutes go by, and he opens the door, and he's wearing boxer briefs and a white, like, wife beater tank top type thing. And he has a Ron Burgundy-esque, like, full flag boner.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, like, full Flagstaff erection, opening the door in Friendsville.
Have we ever heard this story?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
have.
remember the boner.
I'm so ready.
So despite my trepidations, I was at a point in my career where I wanted to make a good impression, wanted to move up, didn't want to just like walk off a job site. So I decided I'm going to press on, pretend like nothing's weird about this, and just get in, do the consultation, and get out. So he brings me into the house, and as we're walking into the house, I notice very quickly that there's nowhere that you can stand in this guy's house where you aren't in arm's length reach of a box of tissues and some lotion.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
All over the place. And so we go into the living room, and he's got this PlayStation 4 and might have been a PlayStation 3. This was a long time ago. It was a PlayStation of some sort. It was a Sony console that was newer than a PS2. So he had some issue with his PlayStation where he couldn't get any picture on it. And I was looking at that, and he was looking at upgrading his sound system and upgrading a TV and things like that. But his main issue was this PlayStation didn't have a picture anymore. And he told me that he bought the system from one of our local competitors, but they were out of business. And so that's why he got us out there. So anyway, I'm looking through it, and I determined that the PlayStation has somehow been set to output via the AV cables instead of the HDMI cable. And once you change that setting, you can't do anything with it until you change it back, because this predated the whole like auto detect what's plugged in technology that exists today. So I asked him if he has that cable, and he says, I'm not sure. Everything I have that I know of is right here, but let me go ask my daughter.
Oh.
So he walks into the back room for a couple minutes, and this entire time the erection has gone nowhere.
Oh.
So this is one of those like call Viagra if your erection hasn't like, and like as gross and weird as it was also pretty impressive, because
Fascinating.
like 10 or 15 minutes just full stiff.
Not even mad. It's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, exactly.
I'm so concerned that his daughter's living in the house with the tissues everywhere.
Yeah. So, and he's going back there to ask her with like in his underwear with this erection. So that's weird, right? But he goes back there, he asks her, and he comes back and he says, she's going to look for it. Do you mind? I've been having some issues with my computer. Do you mind checking it out while we wait? And I said, I don't really do that, sir. I'm a TV guy. But he pulled out this laptop, and I looked at it, and I said, I can't help you. I'm sorry, because the thing looked disgusting.
Oh, no.
So
ridden with viruses, absolutely.
yeah.
It had cheese everywhere.
Well,
Yeah, you just
I didn't see that.
It wasn't in the splash zone.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
think it
not
might
gonna.
have been.
fucking splash. So
if it's that gross, this dude has to be like getting off from the pop-ups at this point, because he can't get past the pop-ups.
I don't know. I was not going near the guy's computer. So 3 or 4 minutes go by, and this girl walks out of the back room, and I promise you, she's wearing absolutely nothing except a pair of panties.
Oh my God.
So no bra, no
Daughter?
shirt, no nothing. That's
He
what he
said-
said. That's what he said.
Okay.
And so she's holding this cable in her hand, and it's the PlayStation AV cable. And she walks up to me as if it's completely normal that her dad is sitting there with a boner and she's coming out with no shirt on. And she puts her hand out and says, "Is this what you were looking for?"
Was she like notably younger than him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. She did not appear to be underage. She was definitely noticeably younger than him, but also an adult. So,
All right.
like, he was probably he looked kind of like Willie Nelson. Like he had this long, like gray shoulder length hair and a big beard, and just
Oh no.
yeah, Willie Nelson, Anchorman, Ron Burgundy, boner-looking motherfucker.
What a description.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good
got
visual,
him.
though.
This guy.
It's
Let
the
me tell you.
pleats.
I really know exactly what he looks like now.
Since we're all here,
Yeah, so she sticks her hand out and says, "Is this what you're looking for?" And it was. So I said, "Yes, I should be able to make it work with that." So she hands that to me, and then she goes around me into the kitchen to, I guess, like pour herself a cup of coffee. And I hear her call from the other room, "You want some coffee?" And I said, "No, thank you." So I plug the AV cables in. I get the settings changed. I get it back to HDMI, and I'm ready to go. And he asked me again, "Can you look at my computer?" And I said, "No, sir. I cannot." And I said, "I'll get back to you with a quote soon on the surround sound system. Looks like it should be no problem. I'll just see myself out." And as I'm walking out, he decides he's going to, I guess, walk me to it, outside to the stairs to my car or something like that. And we get outside and we get to the top of the stairs. And he says, "You know, she's had it real rough. She ran into a little bit of trouble and she's just staying with me for a little while. She'll be back on her feet soon." I said, "Okay, sir." And he
Oh my
said,
God.
What?
he said, "But she is a good daughter." And I could not leave fast enough. And so at his house, I did not have cell phone signal. But then it was back in the woods. But then whenever I got back to civilization, I called and put a note on his account that I was not going to go back out there. So
It's a good note.
that was the boner guy in Friendsville.
Jesus Christ, man.
I like
just-
that.
The daughter word, like, it definitely wasn't his daughter, right?
They may have had a thing.
It definitely wasn't his daughter.
I was picking up vibes like it might have been. I don't know. Like, they didn't look alike, but he looked like life had been tough on him.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
That reminds me of Corey and I's magical adventure to deliver a television in the mountains of North Carolina. Do you remember this?
how could I forget?
It's one of my favorite like partner moments with me and you. It was great.
It was truly a dedication to the partnership. Robert looks at me and goes, "Hey, man, we need to deliver these TVs. We got installers scheduled to go out here in the next couple of days, and they still don't have their stuff. So these won't fit in my car. They'll fit in your car. Do you mind taking those?" I look at Robert and I'm like, "Dude, it's like 2 hours one way." And he's like, "Well, do you want to get paid on this or not?" And I was like, "I mean, yeah."
Yeah, I did not set us up for success, but I didn't really have an alternate option besides rent like a U-Haul or something.
That's the thing about Robert. He often has a plan, but it's only an end game. He's like the underpants gnomes. He's like,
Hey.
phase 1, make the sale.
Yeah, right.
Phase 2, phase 3, profit.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
It is.
So anyway, we drive out there with these televisions. It's a winding mountain road for, I don't even know, like, what would you call that? Like 50 miles that
It
we
was
were.
like, so from where we were to where this was, I think it was maybe a total of like 70 miles. Like, actually.
But like 50 miles of that was just imagine like hairpin turns every like 14 seconds basically. And I don't drive like a 4-wheel drive vehicle or anything, and this is like winter time, so
Right.
like might not be the safest roads for me to be driving on in my front wheel drive hybrid.
Sure.
And
But,
this was like a ski resort.
Yeah.
Like the area around here, there's like ski resorts and stuff.
Oh my God.
So we're driving through, and there are very questionable neighborhoods that we're driving by that are very much like, yep, that's a shack on the side of a mountain.
Right.
Like, they probably cook meth in there.
And they probably do.
And they
they probably do.
without
That's not a
doubt.
joke.
Yeah, no, this is serious business.
Oh yeah.
But we drive up to this resort and we pull up to this house and we like knock on the door and nobody answers. And I said, "Rob, did you pre-call these people?"
Oh no.
He
I
goes,
did.
"Yeah, I did." He said it would be fine. He said his dad's going to be home. So he knocks again. No answer. Then he like rings the doorbell. Still no answer. And I'm like, dude, we're about to just leave this shit in their garage, which is open.
Yeah, there was zero chance
Oh no.
that
Yeah.
we were gonna come back.
With these products. Like, this is happening. And it's probably, I don't know, what would you say it was? Like in the 30s?
There was snow on the ground, and yeah, it was probably in the 30s. Like, it was cold.
And obviously electronics aren't really meant to be kept in conditions quite like that. But eventually somebody answers the door and they're like, hey, like they like barely crack the door open. They're like, hello?
So barely cracks the door open.
Who's there?
And is clearly not wearing pants.
Oh.
He is in his underwear, and Father Time is fucking here. This man
Again?
Oh, he was old. He was like probably in his 90s. And
no.
yeah, he answers the door, underwear, and just, hello. I'm like, hey,
He said
sir,
his dad would be there.
Sir, we're here with your televisions. We're here for the drop off.
A what?
What? just what? No.
Is that, we have your TV. What?
Rob's
What?
old man impression is my favorite thing.
So it's me trying to like basically yell at this man who's basically naked, and he can't fucking hear me because he's so old. So he's like, hold on, and he goes around it's like 5 or 10 minutes later. Like, this was like a hold on,
Yeah.
but it was a lengthy hold on.
Oh man.
So all of a sudden, we hear from the garage door now, hello. And so I like walk over, like, hit, and keep in mind, I'm like freezing. Like, I was not dressed for 30 fucking degrees.
He
Right.
did not bring a jacket.
Oh,
No.
We're wearing like button downs and ties.
Yeah.
That's a big time Rob move though. Not
is.
to,
I didn't realize we were going to a fucking ski resort.
He didn't Google the address or
No,
anything.
no. I just saw like state that it's in, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. Even though it's
close enough.
not the state that we're in, by the way.
Yeah. That's south of me. Surely it's warmer.
Yeah. So we walk over back up to him and just like, sir, we've got your TVs. Is it okay if we leave them here, or do you want them inside? And just, what?
Again?
Yeah, I can hear us.
We're talking like to this man at this point.
Yeah.
And he's still like, what?
Are you like yelling?
It was
basically?
almost like it was
Yeah.
like a scene from Monty Python. Man. Like, just
And then, so he says, hold on. And he goes back into the house again, a couple minutes. The door opens again, and this lady comes out, and she's also like roughly as old as this man.
She dressed?
She's dressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
more
okay.
dressed. I wouldn't say dressed.
Got it.
Like, she was in a robe, I think.
Sure.
And I said, hi, sorry, we've got your TVs. Can we drop them off? What?
No.
no way. No way.
She at least was, I think, like, what TVs? And we're like,
Oh, okay.
it's the ones that your son bought. We got the TVs. You got the people coming to install them in a couple days. Like, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was
It's like, hey, we have some stuff here for you. Can we bring it in, or do you want it in the garage? And they were just like, garage is fine. Like, okay then. So we drop off these TVs. We leave them in there. We drop off the surge protectors that they bought for them and everything. Robert and I are in the car, and I looked at them. I'm like, do you think we interrupted like a sex sesh? And he's like, probably.
Oh no.
Yeah. Father Time was getting it.
What? What?
Took out his hearing aid so he could
Yeah.
get it on, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty much. But like it was like an absurd quantity of time we waited outside waiting for them to answer the door to begin with. And then like, I'll be right back.
Yeah, it like this should have been like hey, we have your things. Where do you want your things? Like maybe 10 minutes in and out, probably less.
We were in that driveway for like 30 minutes.
Oh my
At
God.
minimum. I think it was closer to 40. It was bad.
Can I tell you something?
What?
Wave 2 has arrived.
Oh
Fuck
yeah. Let's go.
What?
What? What?
Do you know what's funny about? So Corey's wearing a football jersey right now. It's a Falcons jersey. And what number is your jersey, Corey?
4 or 5.
45. That's funny because coincidentally, Rob's room currently is at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
Can you elaborate
Yeah.
on that, please?
I feel like the room is at a 45-degree angle, and I'm sliding down.
That's what Wave 2 does to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, it sounds like Wave 2 has arrived for sure.
So I have an accompanying story where I was also fairly uncomfortable with the situation. So I also do these consultations and rolled up to this guy's house, made sure to call him before I got there. So they were ready for me to come. It was the wife that I answered.
The three of us that aren't Jimmy, when he said they were ready for me to come, we all looked at each other like, yeah.
Woo! So yeah,
Hi, Jimmy's mom.
they were ready for me to arrive at the house because I called the wife and she was like, yeah, come on over. I may be a little bit late because I'm gonna go get some coffee. Head that way maybe like 30 minutes later, give them enough time to get their stuff together. And pull into this gravel driveway. On the left, for some reason, there's like these giant like drilling machines. So I assume they own like this like some kind of machinery business. So pulling up, look to the right, and there's this open garage door, this giant garage, and there is the husband, I'm assuming, who is completely butt-ass naked in the garage.
Nice. Wait,
And-
so they had heavy machinery equipment in their driveway
Yeah.
at their house?
Yes.
And a naked man in their garage?
Yes. Super weird immediately. So
Was he doing karate?
No, he wasn't. So I make eye contact with the man, and the man zooms inside the house.
Oh, no.
Like lightning zooms
He was
inside
not
the
planning
house.
on someone being there.
And no joke, like 10, 15 seconds later, he is back fully clothed. Like all his clothes on, looks totally normal. And I forgot to mention, when he was completely nude, he was filling up a leaf blower with gas.
What?
Yeah, I thought this story would kind of top your alls in the weird category. So he comes back. He's now filling up the leaf blower with gas again. Gets it filled up. I wait a few minutes because I'm like, this is weird. Gonna wait for the wife. Maybe she'll be more prepared for this situation. So wait for the wife to pull up, get out of the car, and I hear the leaf blower in the background. The man is gone at this point, but I hear the leaf blower in the background. So I'm like, okay, fine. He's just like leaf blowing the porch, just getting things clean for me to be there. And wife brings me into the house. And as we get into the house, the leaf blower sound is louder. So I'm kind of looking around like, what is going on? And she's like, oh, yeah, that's just how he cleans things.
What?
So I
Get
walk,
out the dust blower.
I walk further down the hallway, and then she's like, yeah, so this is what we need to... Corey. All right, I'm not doing another segment where we stop because Corey drops the goddamn coaster again. Anyway.
Oh my god.
All right, so
Jeez.
sorry, Corey.
Unleash the beast, bud.
She leads me down the hallway, and she's like, yeah, so this is what we need to replace. And I look at the TV, and there is some hardcore porn. Like pay-per-view hardcore porn on this TV. And like the audio's on, like somebody was having a good time in there. And my thought is that the man was watching this and was like, fuck, I gotta clean the house. The guy's getting here. So he goes to the garage immediately without thinking to fill up the leaf blower to clean the house. So that's why it was on. But she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I gotta turn this off. So the husband turns it off, but just like, he just hits the menu button. So there's like the list of all the options.
Oh,
So
no.
it's like Sluts Go Nuts 75 and like the whole list, you know?
They all rhyme, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They really do.
And I'm very, very distracted by that. But as I get less distracted, I'm looking around the room and I see like these very, very suggestive paintings all over the room. And I look down at the table and there is there's a bell that says "ring for sex."
Oh no! Did you ring it?
Yeah.
I didn't ring it.
Why not?
But the first thing they asked me was, "Hey, do you want a coffee with some I think they had like, what's that like coffee liqueur?
Hazelnut creamer,
No. It was alcoholic.
Kahlua?
Bailey's.
It was Kahlua.
Kahlua or
Yes,
Bailey's?
they had
that'd be the
Kahlua and
way.
Bailey's, and they were like, "Hey, do you want a nice little drink?"
It's called an Irish coffee.
And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm sorry, I can't because I'm at work right now."
Do you want a nice little drink?
Yeah. So I don't know if they were trying to like pull me into the situation that was going on.
They were
or-
trying to recruit you for a sex cult.
I really
It
think
really
that's what
sounds
it was.
like it.
I'm just trying to talk to them about everything that's going on while all this is just going on around me, and it was very, very distracting. That's really about it. Like they ghosted me after this, and I'm not sure it's because I didn't join the cult that they were trying to get me into or what.
I feel like you maybe interrupted him while he was cleaning his room.
That could have been it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know who's a real asshole?
Who's that?
Harry Potter.
Yes.
I've never seen a Harry Potter
Can we talk
movie.
about that?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna address that, Jimmy. But I need to get
Hold on. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I need to get something off of Rob's chest.
So I'm in the process of re-listening to Harry Potter via audiobook. And by re-listening, I mean this is the first time I'm listening to it. I read the books in the past when I was a kid. And as a kid, I'm like reading the books and it's like a magical journey where Harry Potter is basically a god. He is just going through, he knows what to do, where to be at any given time. Like he's just killing it. Even if it's like accidentally most of the time, right? But he was like a hero. And so I'm like, you know what? I've gotten back into audiobooks. I'm gonna listen to Harry Potter. I've never done that before. And you know, I spent a lot of time in the car driving around, and I've been listening to the audiobooks.
And you know what you discovered while you listened to the audiobooks?
What's that?
That Harry Potter's the kind of asshole that would talk over somebody while they're telling a story on a podcast.
Thank you. I like that.
I was trying to make a point.
No, do I do that?
No.
Oh,
I was trying to make a funny point. Like
But
I was being like Harry Potter just now.
because he is that type of person. So
That was what I was trying to do.
Expecto Patronum.
yeah,
It's
so
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
yeah, all of those things. So I'm on book number 3 at this point, but
Book number 3 is The Prisoner of Azkaban,
yes,
starring
and,
Sirius Black.
and like the entire wizarding community is basically telling Harry to not fuck around and get found out, right?
Right.
But he just keeps fucking around. Like every chance he gets, he's like sneaking off the campus. The Dementors are after him. He keeps getting fucked up by the Dementors. And then, you know, Sirius is on the loose. Sirius Black is on the loose. And he knows now that he's like after him specifically. But what does he do? Does he listen to everyone else that's trying to protect him and make sure he doesn't get killed? No. Just keep sneaking out. It's bullshit. So
I think that's called a plot device.
you can plot this fucking device, bud.
Hey, easy. We're trying to get Joe Rolling as a sponsor. Pump the brakes there.
Sorry.
Big
Shout out
shit.
J.K. Rowling.
So, and then we go back to book number 1, in which the only reason that Voldemort can even get the Sorcerer's Stone is if Harry is involved with it and sees himself get it from the mirror, right? So if Harry just didn't do any meddling, just left it all alone, he just wins by default. But he can't do that.
Yeah, but what if Hogwarts set him on the path of metallurgy so that he could be meddling?
What the fuck is wrong with you? But
Lots of things.
I'm sure I'll find additional examples across other books.
Yeah, like how Neville Longbottom is actually the hero.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
No, that's dumb.
that's he's certainly a better person than Harry is, straight up.
He has a frog.
I think it's a toad, isn't it?
Same thing.
No.
And a baby's arm holding an apple.
We really appreciate those of you guys who are listening to us regularly and look forward to our new episodes. We'd love to connect with you in different ways. If you visit our website at www.
Gotta keep this in. It's
We don't have a website.
www.patreon.com.
No. It's
Slash.
www.appleboys.us
Us?
for our website. Or you can visit us on Patreon at patreon.com/appleboys. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at appleboyspod. And don't forget to join us in the Discord. The link is on our website.
All right.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Really good.
All right. So I'm Jimmy signing out.
Josh is still here.
Josh has not signed out yet.
Josh, you have to sign out. You
You
can't
signed out,
stay
you can't
logged
talk.
in.
I don't know where to sign.
All right. Rob, you signing out?
Hey, it's Rob.
How does the pen work?
Are we already at
So-
wave 4?
So we're going to close out this episode the same way that we do every episode.
How's that?
And we're going to give it a happy tonight.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Can we do like the barbershop
Yay,
quartet?
doitashimasu.
Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
Clean.
Dun, 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 dun.